Hello friends, you are heartily welcomed to Divine Quest Video Vibes. Today's topic is the dance of the universe. Imagine in your mind that the entire universe is performing a grand dance. But the question is, who is controlling this dance? Today, we are going to understand one such deep thought that connects science and Vachanamrit. So let's start with a number. A number that is almost impossible to imagine. 2,000 billion, meaning 2 trillion. Yes, according to modern science, there are approximately 2,000 billion galaxies in our universe, and 400 billion stars, billions of planets, and minor planets are situated in every galaxy. All of this is constantly moving in infinite space. Yet, they never collide with each other. Planets revolve in their precise orbits. Oh, talking about large stars and planets is fine, but even the smallest electrons in the atom continuously travel on a fixed path with tremendous speed. Yet everything is operating in a perfect system. Here, a big question arises. Despite such immense vastness and complexity, how is everything operating in such a perfect system without any chaos? Is this just a coincidence, or is there a cosmic manager? An invisible operating power hidden behind this entire dance? If there is truly a controller, there must be some sign, some signature of their work or name, right? We will know all this in today's video. What will we explore on this journey? First, we will understand this grand dance of the universe. Then, we will see what its rules are. And from there, we will move towards the understanding given by Bhagwan Swaminarayan in the Grantaraj Vachanamrit, and also find out whether there is any controller behind all this or not. And finally, we will also understand why knowing all this is important for us. Let's start. The vastness of the stage, Prakruti. Before understanding this grand dance of the universe, it is important to estimate the vastness of the stage on which it is being performed. In the Vachanamrut, Shriji Maharaj and our Vedic scriptures identify this stage as Prakruti. Prakruti does not only mean the animate and inanimate objects visible around us, like trees, mountains, rivers, grasslands. But in the classical perspective, Prakruti is much vaster than this. In the view of the Vedas and the Vachanamrut, Prakruti means the power of Purushottam Narayan. Prakruti means Maya, that pervades as the entire universe, Vishwa. This Maya is not only limited to our earth, but it is spread in the form of infinite universes, Brahmands, which contain crores of galaxies. Let's properly recognize that vastness. Our Sun is an ordinary star among 400 billion stars in our galaxy, the Milky Way. The Sun is one of the stars in the galaxy Milky Way. It is estimated that there are about 400 billion stars in the galaxy Milky Way. Thus, our entire solar system, which is our home, is a small particle part of only one, that is, our Milky Way galaxy, out of billions of galaxies. The diameter of our galaxy is estimated to be 105,700 light years, and its thickness is 1,000 light years. The diameter of the largest known galaxy, galaxy IC 1101, is 400,000 to 550,000 light years. There are 2,000 billion such galaxies in the universe. In this way, the element that exists as the power of God, pervading infinite universes, Brahmands, consisting of crores of galaxies, from the smallest atoms onwards, is Maya, that is, Prakruti. This is the stage on which infinite universes are dancing. So now the question is that if infinite universes are so vast, what is the power that binds them all together? Science gives this answer. To know this answer, we will now understand the governance of the dance. 4 forces of science. According to science, there are mainly the 4 fundamental forces that govern and operate the creation. These are the forces responsible for the composition of matter and the large-scale functions of the universe. Strong nuclear force. The strongest force that binds protons and neutrons together in the nucleus, that is, the center of the atom. Weak nuclear force. The force responsible for the radioactive decay of atoms and nuclear processes. Electromagnetic force. The force that binds atoms, responsible for chemical reactions, light, and electricity. Gravity force. The weakest force, but one that acts over vast distances, keeping planets, stars, and galaxies in their orbits. Along with these 4 forces that govern and operate the creation, the existence of invisible and extremely powerful forces must also be accepted, whose presence is felt in the expansion and motion of the universe, but whose properties and dimensions science has not yet fully understood. These include dark energy. It is considered the reason behind the accelerating expansion of the universe. Dark matter. In the context of modern science, this is an invisible matter that provides the invisible gravitational force necessary to hold cosmic bodies together. Thus, from how planets revolve to how a small molecule will be formed, everything is determined by these 4 forces. These are not just rules, but a balance arranged with absolute precision. And because of this balance, the entire dance of the universe is possible. Here, another deep question arises. If there are such precise rules, who is the one who made these rules? Has all this just been arranged by a coincidence? Or is there a controller behind this system? To answer this question, let's look towards the Grantaraj Vachanamrut. Search for the controller, the Purush in the Vachanamrut. In the Vachanamrut, Bhagwan Swaminarayan has explained a very important principle on this subject. On the day of Samvat 1876, Magh Sudhi Punam, Bhagavan Shri Swaminarayan, addressing the assembly of devotees in Gadada, said that when the jiva, soul, truly knows the nature of the 24 elements like Purush, Prakruti, Kal, and Mahatattva, etc., it becomes free from the bondage of the avidya, Maya, within it, and the 24 elements which are its effect. Muktanand Swami asked the question, how can one know their nature? Then Shriji Maharaj said, their nature can be known by knowing their characteristics. Saying this, he first described the characteristics of Purush. Purush is the controller of Prakruti and is heterogeneous, separate, eternal, beginningless, endless, true, self-luminous, omniscient, possessing a divine form, the cause of the activity of all forms, and the knower of the field, Kshetrajna. A very deep meaning is hidden in this one sentence, spoken by Bhagavan Shri Swaminarayan. His intent is that the Purush is the controller of Prakruti. That is, a conscious entity which is called Purush is the controlling force behind the dance of this infinite universe. This Purush, mentioned by Bhagavan Shri Swaminarayan in the Vachanamrut, is none other than the Mukta of Akshardham. In Gopalanand Swamini Vato, section number 2, Vat number 4, the Yogi Varya Sadguru Gopalanand Swami mentioned that Maharaj had talked that when it was time to create the first creation, God looked towards Akshar. At that time, infinite crores of Mukta were seated in Akshar. Among them, That Purush who had a good intention came forward and stood up. God joined him to Maya through the power of his will, Ichcha Shakti. Then from Maya, infinite crores of universes, Brahmands, were created. So, this Purush, in the form of the Mukta of Akshardham, controls Prakruti by the will of God and creates work procedures, that is, operates in the universe created by Prakruti, Maya. So now the question is, where is the proof of this controller? If there is truly a controller, there must be some sign, some signature of his work, right? So, let us try to find the proof of how the Purush controls every component of the universe and yet is completely separate, heterogeneous from this material world, from the largest things in the universe to the smallest things. The controller's signature, order as proof. Balance in vastness, planets and asteroids. Earth, Prithvi. The Earth revolves around the Sun in an absolutely precise orbit. On one side, the Sun's gravity pulls it, and on the other side, the Earth tries to move away with centrifugal force. This perfect balance between the gravitational force and the opposing force is not a coincidence, but an indication of an arrangement made with absolute precision. Asteroid belt, Kshudragra belt. There are more than 1.1 to 1.9 million asteroids in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. All of them are revolving in their determined orbits for millions of years without colliding with each other. This is an excellent example of an unimaginable system. Now, this was about big things, but this regulation is not just in the vastness of space, but in every substance down to the atom. Control at the basic level. Atom. Let's go to the absolute fundamental level, to the structure or composition of any substance. Electrons revolve around the nucleus of the atom in a fixed number and a controlled manner in fixed orbits with tremendous speed. The orbits of every electron are three-dimensional. Despite moving at such a high speed and in many orbits, they do not collide. The perfect system that we saw in the galaxies is also seen inside a small atom. Isn't that amazing and surprising? Here is a simple example to understand this. Suppose there is a district where all the systems are absolutely perfect. Law, cleanliness, and the working system, everything is organized. We would immediately say, wow, the collector of this district is very clever. Even if we have never met the collector, we have to accept their existence by seeing everything running perfectly. Similarly, this flawless system of the universe is the biggest proof of its operator. Now we come to the second property of the Purush. Purush is heterogeneous, Vijatiya, from Prakruti. The transcendent controller. Think. We can measure the effect of gravity, the work of Prakruti. We can see the planets, and we can also see molecules. But the Purush, which is the form of consciousness and keeps all these rules in order, cannot be measured by any physical means, nor can it be observed. If the controller himself is controlled, like the world, Prakruti, then how can he regulate it? This indicates that the conscious controller is completely separate from this material world, that is, heterogeneous, Vijatiya. Knowing all this, our ego melts away and the enthusiasm to walk on the path of moksha increases. In this way, by seeing the world that is the creation of Maya and the work of its creator, the Purush, we should understand the greatness, Mahatmya, of Purushottam Narayan. The final lesson, path to moksha. As stated in the Vachanamrut, when the jiva knows the nature of the 24 elements which are the cause of the world, such as Purush, Prakruti, Kal, and Mahatattva, etc. Only then does it understand the greatness, Mahatmya, of Purushottam Narayan, the controller of all these. And it becomes free from the bondage of Maya in the form of avidya and the 24 elements which are its effect, attaining moksha. We must also do the same to make the human life meaningful. Therefore, by truly understanding the greatness, Mahatmya, of Swaminarayan Bhagwan, who has simply explained such deep mysteries of the universe and shown the path to moksha, one should chant Swaminarayan, Swaminarayan, Swaminarayan. With gratitude. Regards to all.